Hi, this topic is on are vegans slash vegetarians predisposed to eating disorders? So the objectives of this slideshow is to review selected studies that assess the association between vegetarian diets and eating disorders, reasons people become vegetarian, and explain ways a vegetarian diet can mask eating disorder symptoms. So this first study is from PubMed Central. The primary objectives of the study was to understand rates of vegetarianisms and motivations for vegetarianisms related to eating disorders in women. The participants included female patients ages 16 and older that were from an eating disorder clinic and females from the University of Missouri without an eating disorder. This first table was the study of vegetarianism related to eating disorders. As you can see here, significantly more individuals with a history of an eating disorder reported ever having been a vegetarian, as well as currently being a vegetarian, compared to individuals with no eating disorder history. And while about half of those with a history of eating disorder reported having been vegetarian at some point, this was true for only about 1/10 of the controls. Additionally, while none of the controls who have ever been vegetarian reported becoming vegetarian primarily for weight-related reasons, almost half of those with an eating disorder history and some experience with vegetarianism reported being primarily motivated by wanting to lose or maintain weight. This table was from the same study, but was observing the proportions of females in each eating disorder recovering status group, which was fully recovered, partially recovered, and in active eating disorder. The women in the different stages of eating disorder recovered did not differ significantly in whether they have ever been vegetarian or in whether weight was a primary motivation for becoming vegetarian. However, they did differ in current vegetarianism status, with the active eating disorder group having the most current vegetarians, about 1/3, and the fully recovered group having the fewest. Overall, individuals with an eating disorder history and experiences with vegetarianism most felt there was a relation between vegetarianism and their eating disorder. This quote was from the conclusion from the study saying, having a history of an eating disorder is associated with greater likelihood of having been or currently being vegetarian and having been primarily motivated by weight-related reasons. This is another study that examined vegetarians and eating disorders, but this is a study done on eating disordered behaviors. There is a difference, as disordered eating may lead to an eating disorder, but is not currently diagnosed as one. The purpose of this study was to determine whether differences existed in eating attitudes and behaviors of vegetarian and non-vegetarian college women. As you can see, B standard for when vegetarian scored higher, and C is for vegetarian scored lower. Out of all of the disordered eating markers, there was only one C where vegetarians scored lower. So feeling extremely guilty after eating diet foods, wanting my stomach to be empty, or exercising strenuously, all vegetarians scored higher, indicating a stronger agreement. So there can be vegetarian reasons that can lead to eating disorders like weight loss. Many people start a vegetarian diet to lose weight because it focuses on nutrient-dense, low-calorie foods, but it is important to get and eat enough foods. Nutritional concerns. This is another reason people may start a vegetarian diet, because many believe that vegetarian diet is healthy, but it is important to include a variety of food in a vegetarian diet to have all the vitamins you need. Unwanted food additives. A lot of people are concerned with the effects of additives towards animals, milk, and eggs. These are some studied eating disorders that are most relevant to eating disorders and vegetarianism. So orthorexia is obsession with eating healthy food. Anorexia is characterized by restriction of food intake leading to low body weight. Bulimia is an eating disorder characterized by regular, often secret bouts of overeating, followed by self-induced vomiting or purging, strict dieting, or extreme exercise. While following a vegan diet can complicate social eating situations, obsession over food or health food choices can be unhealthy. Also, being unhealthy, strict adherence to veganism can be social anxiety. Disordered eating patterns and rituals. If your body is lacking nutrition and you still don't want to incorporate more foods, then this might be a sign of deeper issues. Typically, vegan diets require more food for nutrients like protein, B12, vitamins, and others. Conclusion. Overall, these various studies have concluded that a vegetarian diet can lead to eating disorders if not taken in the right way. There can be clear signs on whether an individual is vegetarian for proper reasons or they have an eating disorder or disordered eating. Thank you for listening.